if you hear me!
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for stopping by to the channel again. It's been a little while, I must say. Been pretty busy here. But it has been an exciting month of purchases and things are slowly coming through the door. So filming this in the first week of August and stuff's already rocking up. So what I did receive in July though, I got a couple of wrestling figures. I got Austin and Colton Gunn. I did, however, get another exclusive figure, or chase, but I'm not going to show that on this video. I'm going to keep that for a video of chase / exclusive figures, because I have another one on the way and that one unfortunately is incomplete. But however, excellent figure. The paint apps on that figure are a next level when it comes to wrestling figures. So 2 AEW figures. Now the rest of the month was just Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars. And I wasn't going down this rabbit hole, but I have started, and it's the vintage collection. I've got Endor Luke and another Luke and Stormtrooper. So I'll open up one of these for the display room. I'm not sure what I'll do with the rest of them. Well, I know what I'll do with the rest of them. I'm just going to move this camera slightly out. I'm thinking about acrylic cases, but I don't want to put all these types of figures. If I go down the vintage collection rabbit hole, I don't want to start putting these figures in acrylic cases. That'll be quite an expensive journey. Next we'll go with the vintage collection. Sorry, that was the vintage collection. We'll go with vintage Kenner, 70s to 80s. And this was a good buy. This was a good pickup, man. A really good pickup, and it's a really good condition. And it was the Empire Strikes Back. I'm just going to try and, there we go. Twin pod cloud car, still got the bubble wrap on it. Absolute awesome condition. I did notice, however, there is a rip here somewhere. Oh, just here. So there's a bit of a rip there in the box, but until I'm going to keep it in the bubble wrap for now, until I finally get into the new display room, and then we'll open it up and have a look exactly what kind of condition that's in, which I imagine is pretty damn good. I did have that as a kid, however, and it's great to have it again. So figure wise, quite a few. I've got a C-3PO, Hoth Rebel Commander, two Ugnaughts. A little note says Repo Toolbox. So I've got a reproduction toolbox there. And notice this one's got purple, this one's more of a blue. I just think maybe one of these is faded, I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up to see if they actually came out in 2 different colours. Then we got Bespin Han, another one. So I'm just, if I see bargains of figures I've already got and they look like they're in better condition, I have been buying them, like this Princess Leia. I actually got her last month, but it was terrible. It was actually a terrible version. It had what looked like plastic mold or something on it. Got a 8080 driver. We got Weequay. And we got another Jedi Luke. This one comes with a Repro. Repro is this one? Yeah, this one's a Repro lightsaber for that Luke. And then, because I got some old Snow Troopers missing capes, I brought some Repro capes. I think there's 4 in there. So that'll set them out. I will explain with all of you out there why or how I'm going to go about setting up this Star Wars. And don't worry, it's not going to... There is going to be a collection full of original, which I think is going to take me a long time. But then the display scenes, I don't mind if they're going to have a bit of repro in them. Now we'll get into the retro collection. So I already have the box set of Phantom Menace, so I've got to start getting them loose. We've got Queen Amidala, Qui-Gon Jinn. They're the only 2 that I have from there. Oh, what do you know? It's another Luke Jedi. This is a very vibrant green compared to that. Just have a look at the difference. Wow. So my video camera decided to die, but we'll get back into this where we left off, and that was just showing you the different colors in the lightsaber. You can see the Repro one here is a lot darker than that light green lightsaber. So even though this is a Repro, well, a retro compared to a Repro, you know, until I pull my old ones out, I'm not sure if I've actually got an original. I know I've got an original yellow for Luke Bespin, but not sure about Jedi Luke. It'd be good to get all 3 of them together and just compare the colors. But there you go. Got a retro Luke and an original Luke, both with, well, original Luke's got the Repro. So got those. Got this one. I think everyone's been waiting for, the Han in Stormtrooper. So pretty stoked to get that one. And then I found a really good deal on eBay where I got 4 Mandalorian figures for like $30 or something, $40 with postage, including postage. And got Kua, I think that's how you pronounce it. The Child, or Grogu as we now know him. They will all be opened. All these will be opened. If I do it later today or tomorrow, I will add it to this video when I go to edit it. The Mandalorian himself. And Cara Dune. Now, getting these 4 figures at such a cheap price with this figure in it is an absolute steal, because the secondary market on her went pretty ballistic when she got Axe from the TV show originally, and prices have started to settle again, and it's really good. So I do have a version of her now. And the last figure I got was this Obi-Wan Kenobi with his hood up. I'm not sure who makes it, if it's Last 17 or... But it was an order. I saw it on eBay. Looks like the leg might be a mispaint, so I'm not sure. It's still pretty cool. Got it anyway. It's $20, so can't complain. So there you go. That is July's pickups. August, like I said, is already moving in pretty hot. Got some stuff coming up. I won't reveal too much. I'll leave it as a surprise, but there you go. July, not bad. Heaps of Star Wars, which I'm really enjoying collecting again now. Haven't collected that since, properly since the late 80s. And then Power of the Force 2. I should say I was a collector from probably 79 through to the original run ended and beyond. And then I think there was a couple of years gap before Power of the Force 2 came out in 95, and I'd actually got rid of a lot of my original figures. I did manage to keep a couple of those collector cases at my mum's house, and all my original figures were still in there, especially the first 21, 24, whatever it was, were all in there. However, I have noticed that it wasn't the original R2-D2. I had Sensor in there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's probably the only R2-D2 I'm missing. Oh, I tell a lie. Pop-up saber. I don't have that last 17. In fact, I don't have any last 17 in my collection. So there'll be a new sort of segment of me, like everyone else on YouTube, going through trying to collect and finish their original Star Wars figures. I'll be doing the same. So we've started here, Twin Pod, and we're getting right into those old Kenner figures. So stay tuned. Next month, like I said, they're already coming through the door. So at this stage, I think I've got about 40, maybe 50, maybe close to 50 of them. So without the last 17, I think there's about 79, 80, maybe 82 figures. So I'm going to focus on those first, and then we'll go for the last 17. But it's not stopping me from buying the last 17 on the way. So hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. Look after yourselves until next time. Take care. And I'll see you later. Okay, let's have a look. So I've opened up the Mandalorian retro figures, and there they are. We've got Grogu, Kuiil, Cara, and Mando. We've got Luke, Jedi, Endor, Luke Stormtrooper outfit. We've got Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, original Luke with a repro lightsaber, retro Luke, 2 Ugnaughts with a repro toolbox, Han in Stormtrooper, Weequay, Han Bespin, C-3PO, Queen Amidala, Hoth Leia, AT-AT Driver, Hoth Rebel Commando, or Commander, I should say. Got an OG Twin Pod Cloud Car in box, and the only two wrestling figures that I'm showing this month are the Gun Brothers. So there you go. Nice little haul for the month of July. Again, I hope you like this video. Until next time, be kind to each other, and I'll see you.